What about the World Cup? You guys watching that right now? That was also very trending in the world of today. The Women's World Cup.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really watch women. I don't really watch like soccer, so it's like I'm not really. I can't say I'm up to date on that.
You're
Y'all
not
gonna
up.
have to fill me in.
My fault. Well, this is our soccer expertise. I'm not gonna hold
y'all
you.
gonna have to fill me in.
Nah, I haven't been watching it.
Why you ain't been watching, bro? You're the soccer guy, bro. Why you ain't been watching that?
That's why I threw that. I threw that.
So, yeah, I
that.
watch soccer, but like if I'm keeping it a buck, like women's soccer is just not as entertaining as men's soccer. Like, shit, I'm from Toronto. I'll go to a Toronto FC game because I like going to the stadium and shit like that. But I don't really watch MLS. It's not the same quality as if I'm watching soccer in England or Spain or Italy. You know what I mean? That's better. And even the MLS is better than the women's soccer. So it's like if I don't check for MLS that much, pretty unlikely I'm gonna watch women's soccer. You know, it's just,
I feel
it's
that.
not the same.
So do you do you feel that way about all women's sports?
No,
In
but
comparison to their male
most
counterparts?
women's sports, but not all. Like combat sports is a little bit more entertaining.
Oh yeah, I watch women's
Like
UFC. That's hard.
you know,
That's hard.
UFC, you got like Amanda Nunes and shit. Like
I also think it's
I
yo,
like watching her fight because like I don't know, I think she's skillful. It's still entertaining, and even though I would still say the men are more entertaining, it's not like a huge drop off. I can still watch this and enjoy it. When I watch women's soccer, bro,
Yo, don't look at me like
yo,
like-
but do you feel like they advertise
it's like
it
we
the
went
same?
from here to here, bro. Let's stop playing with me. Like I'm
But
not
yo,
watching
do you
it.
feel like they advertise it the same? Is
Like-
that because it's like yo, like we're obviously gonna watch what's advertised,
But
but
I
I don't
think
feel
on
like
a
they
level-
put it in.
No. They're gonna advertise what's watched.
see, that's what I was gonna allude
That's
to.
where you got it
That's what I was
backwards.
gonna allude to. I was gonna say if that generated
Entertainment
money,
sports
they would,
is a product, bro. If niggas aren't buying it, we're not selling it.
So that
The
goes,
numbers
so that,
on men's football, I call it football, but like men's soccer,
Yeah.
is way bigger than the women's.
Okay, but I say that to say this. It's like that's why I can say I haven't watched it. That's why you can say you haven't watched it because it's not really.
No, I'm aware that it's there.
I know, but it's like, but it's not. But is it popping up in your face?
I know that it's on.
Nah, you didn't know what was happening. This nigga did.
Okay,
I
but
know.
it's like it's not popping up on my algorithm. So you know what I'm saying? Like I can't say.
Well,
like, oh,
you're also not a soccer fan. I am, so I watched.
I might be
on
now
my
because I'm
Instagram
around you.
alone. It's just a lot of. I watch boxing. I watch soccer, so
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of that content between my YouTube or my Instagram. I choose not to watch that shit. Like, and it's not even a disrespect to the women. I'm not trying to be a hater,
Right.
but like I said, there's other men's soccer I don't watch. If you're not at the top, why am I wasting my time when there's better niggas performing right now? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if you want to see the actual sport being played and performed to its highest ability or the highest form it can be, then I understand where he's coming from. And
Yeah.
like quite frankly, I was actually surprised at this. I wasn't surprised, but like I was caught off guard with the UFC one, right? Where like women's fighting or women's combat
I
sport, that
watched
is
the
entertaining.
women's
Yo, that
fighting.
is entertaining.
I watched the
right?
women's fighting.
'Cause I was
Yo,
gonna
the
watch
people
that.
choose what they want, and people show up for the female UFC fights, bro,
So you
because
feel
they're
so?
entertaining.
Do you think the women's fighting is bigger than the women's soccer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Bro, watch this.
But
I just
see,
said
but,
Amanda
like-
Nunes, right?
Yeah.
They also have
I don't know,
what
though.
Rose
See what I'm saying? 'Cause
Namajunas.
this
it's
is the
fucked up
women's.
because-
This is
okay,
the
you know
women's
what?
World Cup.
The World Cup is
Ronda
still a big
Rousey.
thing.
I can
Yes.
name multiple female fighters. Clarissa Shields, she's a fucking undisputed female champion. I don't remember what weight class, but she's she's setting records for female boxing. I know her name.
Okay, but
I don't
Mitch,
know too many female soccer
Mitch,
players' names.
we looking at it like yo, it's the women's World Cup, regular UFC event, women's World Cup.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
regular UFC
No,
is
well, I
bigger than the
think
women's World Cup.
I think he's alluding.
I can't say. I cannot. What can I
Okay,
say?
watch this. Watch this. The budget for the Women's World Cup, I swear that shit is like
Let me see if I can find
I'm
it.
looking at you like in the sports
$130
analysis right now. You
million.
give it. You. I'm trusting you
the
right
whole budget for the whole World Cup is like $130 million or something like that, bro.
now. I don't even
Stop
know. If that's, I don't even
playing
know.
with me. You know what kind of numbers UFC pulls in?
How much?
Come on, I don't know, but it's way more than that. The Men's World Cup is like some kind of billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, the people choose what they want to watch. There's no disrespect. Women's tennis is popular because people like to watch women play tennis.
It says
But like
four-
I
But
said-
certain things they don't like. Male models don't make as much as females
Okay,
because
hold on.
people want to see women.
Hold on, I just searched it up. I don't know. It says at the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023, the world's top players will compete from 20th of July to the 20th of August for the greatest prize in women's football history. The expanded event will feature 32 teams, and the tournament will also be the first to feature hosts from 2 confederations. This event budgets the amount of $435 million USD.
Oh, 435.
Yeah, so
Okay, so that's my mistake. I said
I have to
130.
correct. You know, that's why we're
But
here.
the men's World Cup is like check the men's World
Okay,
Cup. It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
10
okay.
times the
I
amount.
don't even think that's fair though.
What you mean fair?
Put it up against the men's World Cup. Like I don't think that's.
But that's what I'm saying is viewership. Nobody's saying, oh, because you're a woman, we won't watch it simply because you're a female. It's just the quality of. There's other men, like, every country in the world pretty much has a professional soccer league for men.
yeah.
Do you think niggas care to watch Canadian Premier League, bro? Like, do you think they're pulling in astronomical numbers, bro? They are not. Like, they're not. Because there's other men that are superior to them. And it just so happens that, like, there's no women that are better than
Well, I
the
wasn't
top
even
men.
know
Well, I guess
that's
that answers why we, if we watch it or not. We don't watch it because they ain't showing it like that.
Well, it's not being average. Well, do you think it's fair? Okay, have you guys seen on social media or whatnot how I guess what was it, the WNBA complaining about how there's not enough money?
No, they want to be paid equal, the
there we
same
go,
as
sorry.
the NBA
Yeah,
players.
that's it. Do you
Yeah.
agree with that?
No, and even I think it was Draymond Green. he said something too like, it's not the same caliber. It's like it's not.
Basically,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
the
you can't
sport
like
is not
a lot.
being performed at the same
Yeah.
level.
Definitely not.
All right, understandable.
I don't know if I want to watch layups all day.
yo,
I'm not trying to-
See, it's not even a diss, bro. It's keeping it real, bro. Like,
I'm just
come
saying.
on, niggas are flying through the air, slamming the ball, bro, growling at people, bro. Like, you're not coming with the same energy, my girl. I'm sorry. Like, it doesn't hit
And
the
if
same.
you are, niggas might be questioning you.
And madam might watch that. Yo, she just slammed it on her. Why is she moving like that? Like,
Yo,
we might watch
okay, I
that.
got
Like,
a
it's
fucked up
different.
question. Would the man be more interested if they allowed trans players?
Nope.
Why you
Into
even
the-
ask that?
Yo,
bro?
because
I'm
then
sorry,
you have, you know what I
bro.
mean? Like,
I don't
what
think that's
interest
fair.
what further interest would the man have
the
in that?
sport may be played at a higher performance, maybe. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like now
just-
you have,
I just don't think that's fair.
you know what I'm
be
saying? Like yo, you have all
don't think
type of
that's
trans athletes breaking all type of records in the women's caliber.
Fam,
So I'm
that-
just saying,
that-
like,
that-
imagine
leave
you had a
women to
1-2,
women
like a
things.
6.
That's a man competing against other women.
I leave women
he
to
got a
do
wig
women
on or
things,
something.
Bro,
bro.
come on, you gotta be socially. Come on, bro. What's wrong with you?
I'm talking about what he was born as biologically and not what he feels
So
like he is.
So you wouldn't watch it.
No.
I'm just curious. Okay, so then one more gender bending question. How do you feel about women fighters who challenge male fighters, whether it be boxing or UFC? And I'm talking about women outright
I seen
challenging
that too.
men.
I seen that homegirl
yeah,
called
Clarissa
out.
Shields called out Keith Thurman.
Yes. How do
Keith
you feel
Thurman's
about
former
this?
world champion at 147.
Because you were the one that were telling me that
Keith
oh, she has
Thurman
some hands.
no, she does, but she's a woman. And Keith Thurman, as a man, is knocking out other grown men, flooring them. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she's never been hit like that.
So you don't
She
think
don't
her
wanna
technique
get hit
alone?
like
You don't want to get hit like that.
Okay,
I wouldn't
technique
even-
alone,
I
she's not
would-
even as good as him.
Ooh, okay.
I was talking about just straight power. Now you want to talk about skills? She's not as good as him.
Okay. That's
If
fair.
they
I don't
were,
even
if
know
they,
how it'd feel if somebody supported
bro,
that.
if they got into a professional fight, he'd floor her in one round.
And
If
then
not two, maybe two. Maybe she survives the first one and like stumbles back to the corner. Second round, cooking that. What do you mean?
Okay. So then under that, guys, do you feel like is it fair for women and men to compete if
No.
the women want to?
Oh, if they want to, it's up to them. But I believe that she's doing it for promotion. She's just like keeping her name relevant.
you
I
think
just
other
don't understand
people
why you would want to.
She doesn't want to.
Okay. So
She's
then-
just promoting herself.
I also
You know what I'm
allude to the if say theoretically this fight were to happen and she were to get like really badly injured, like you fucked up or
It
concussed.
would be a lose-lose for Keith Thurman. 'Cause
I was
like,
gonna
yo, why'd
say.
you beat up the girl like that?
Okay. That's
He
yeah,
wins
that's-
nothing. He gains nothing.
You don't gain anything,
Yeah.
and it's like you just look. It just looks bad.
And I don't think it would even sell like in the numbers that like a real legitimate world championship
Who's
fight would sell.
supporting this? This
a
is
lot
a,
of
this
there
is a
would be
domestic.
a lot of people would watch it. Don't get me wrong.
I feel like a lot of
I just
people
don't
would.
think it would
I
do
feel
the
like a lot of
numbers
people
that
would watch
they would like want.
It'd
She'll
be
get more
confusing.
viewership than she
But I
probably
think
gets for her fights.
I think for the
but he
people
won't get
watching
more.
it, the people watching it seem fucked up.
I think
I couldn't watch that.
since
I
the
think
dawn of
I think that
time-
an amount of people would be like, "Yo, bro, this Aidat thing, we're not watching this."
Yeah, no,
Somebody
I,
might
like
run in the
protesting
ring.
it.
People might be running the ring at that point. Like bro, you can't be over there crumbling her. Like, you know what
But
I'm
yo, the
saying?
world's
No,
crazy
it'd
though.
be
It would
taboo. It'd be
actually,
taboo
people would
because
watch it. And, like,
People would watch it for sure.
I think
but
real
think
boxing fans would be upset, but regular people, now that I think about it, I'm gonna take back my statement. It probably will sell out because niggas would want to see like him just cook that. Like as bad as that sounds,
Yo, that sounds
people
so
will
bad.
watch
I was
that.
gonna, bro, it sounds
The
terrible.
world's a crazy place, bro. People
No,
will
that's
watch
why
that.
I'm like I had no choice but to laugh because it's the fact that it's like when you have to take back a statement that I'm like, oh,
Cause I sat there and really evaluated it, and I'm giving people
you're just
too
looking
much
at the
credit.
world we
Like,
live in now. And you're like, if the world's fucked up, this might make sense.
bro,
Yeah,
people watch all types of
People
foul
would
shit.
watch a woman. I mean, a man fight a woman, and it's fucked up because it's like, yo, intention and pretense and like context. It means so much, right? Like her challenging him is so much like. I don't know. It's more socially acceptable
it's
than
a
him
qual- is it
challenging
like a
her.
qual-
Like
like-
no man can challenge a
'Cause,
woman.
yo,
But is it like an equality, right? It's like, okay, like we're all like, you know, like women want the same equal rights as us.
Man,
So it's
they
like,
be
but that's what I'm
saying
saying. Like, is
Yo,
that
bro.
where this boils down to? Because
This
you're not
independent
making your
woman shit,
points.
I don't know, bro.
Man,
I
that
don't
shit,
know. I don't
that
know why.
equality shit is crazy because we're
But
not built
that's
equally.
but that's the only reason why in my
But
head why
yeah,
you
but that's
why
why
I
you'd
think
be
you would
allowed to
fight.
do it. That's why you'd be allowed to.
Exactly.
But yo, I think like civilizations and humanity and just people, bro, since the dawn of
we
time,
created these like
not even about the fam. It's been taboo. Men can't fight women, bro.
yeah, and we created that for a reason because we see the significant disadvantage that they're at. Like, why
Yeah.
would we support this decision?
And obviously, like throughout the world and in life, there are exceptions. You're gonna have the exceptionally strong woman or the woman that can compete. Like, you know what was crazy? So, did you watch did anybody see the American Gladiator documentary that they posted on Netflix?
No.
Is anybody familiar with American Gladiator at all?
Yeah. I'm
Okay, so it
familiar
was a show where like they would have a bunch of
Or
strong
the wild
men.
competition.
Yeah.
Right, and you would
Yeah,
do a
yeah.
bunch of like wild physical activities and like competitions against one another. And then, fam, initially they had men and women competing like alongside each other, and like they would fight, they would compete in the same sports and whatnot. And like a large portion of the people even involved in the documentary, they're saying like, yo, how like progressive it was because like, yo, it put men and women on the same playing field. Like,
But they kept losing.
no, not necessarily. The women would actually outperform in
Oh,
some places.
wicked.
Like that's what I'm saying. So it kind of like leveled the playing field. And
But also,
women,
I
Go ahead.
remember that show. As much as a competition, it's not like head to head. Like
it is.
like K, but
They're
they
direct-
would
Wasn't it
have
always
things where you
women
have
and
to
women?
hang, or you have to
but then,
maneuver
then
yourself.
no. Then they have ones where they're
If she's physically strong, she can hold herself and perform better than you.
I'm telling you, there's.
But
like
I'm talking about if they had to fight each other and use their strength against each
there
other.
are competitions like that
That's
in that
different.
show. That's what I'm saying.
So-
and because these women, like, they had to select, they had their select roster or whatnot.
Yeah.
But like, the games and the competitions were competitive in such a way where it was kind of even. Like, obviously, you have men who are like, oh, this guy's super strong, but like averaging it up, like men and women fared equally against each other, and the women really felt progressive and they liked that. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, oh shit, it was really.
Bro, they
forefront.
should be allowed to do whatever.
But they have
want
that now.
to
It's
do.
the Titan games, the Rocks thing.
Right, I
But-
haven't tapped into the Titan games. The
It's
last
like
thing that
it's like
I've
the
watched,
same type of thing.
The last thing that I've watched, did you guys watch the Physical 100?
No.
Physical 100 was it's a Korean show. Same kind of like Gladiator-esque type of show where you have men and women competing for the top prize, and like women perform too, right? Like they're doing the exact same thing, and in the competitions where they're directly one-on-one, obviously there are some there's the overt differences between men and women, but like there are some women, like the exceptions, that can compete against men and they can win or they can hold their own for sure.
Yeah.
I
right?
just
But
look
I-
at it like this. The strongest woman is not as strong as the strongest man in my eye. I
No,
don't
I feel
think
that. And yeah,
Yeah,
know
you
what I'm
have
saying?
the exceptional
So in
women.
physical
Stop,
combat,
for sure.
since we're going back to the boxing or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is,
Oh, yeah, anything.
that's not fair.
Combat.
Based on
No.
the
They-
strongest.
What have-
So what if they're the same weight?
Bro,
what
it's
if you
not
have-
Still
fair.
not a-
It doesn't matter.
They have that already though. They had a couple of
The
trans
majority of girls now are
guys
heavier than guys.
that identify as a woman, and they fought in MMA against women. And like I watched one, I seen the highlights. Like, bro, the girl was better than him. She had more skill than him. But when he hit this woman, fam, it just looked different, bro. Okay, and they did a weigh-in, which means that they weighed the same amount.
Yeah.
But his thumps were just landing differently, fam. And she was getting off on him first. Like she's a better fighter than he is.
yeah.
But my man just said
Against-
whatever
against women in
and
her
like, bro,
category.
it's
And
too
just gave her the
much.
thump ups, yeah?
Fam, he was dealing with her in a bad way, bro, and it's like that's not fair.
Yeah. I don't.
He's not even as skilled as her, but he's just using his testosterone to dominate right now. That's
Which
not
is the
fair.
key thing in males. Testosterone.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
Like, you
like-
know what I'm saying? Like, people
You
are
got
forgetting,
testosterone.
like, this
also
is...
it's like, bro, they didn't had soccer games where you have like the under 15 like men's team. I don't remember what country it was, but they had the under 15 boys play the women. I think it was in Australia or something. Don't quote me, I can't remember.
Oh, I
what
don't know what
country.
video clip you're talking
Fam,
about.
they're getting
exactly.
washed.
Where like they had the teens
I've
boys.
seen other highlights of men playing against women like sports, and the Yadam are getting washed. Like,
No offense.
so
It's
yeah,
I
it's just
support Yadam
factual that
sports,
it's
man.
like,
live your dreams. Yeah,
it's
I support
different.
Yadam sports.
I do
yeah,
too.
like I have no problem with them. Doing
I just
their
don't.
thing.
I just when it comes down to like if we're gonna physically put hands on each other, like it's not fair.
It's not fair, no.
You know what
Under
I'm
no
saying?
circumstances,
That's
in my
all I'm
opinion,
saying.
should a man be putting hands on a woman. Under no,
No,
circumstances.
and she
So I
shouldn't be
co-sign
asking
that.
for it either.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild.
You
She
know what I'm
shouldn't-
saying?
she
You shouldn't be asking for it either.
Nah,
That's like
wrong.
it goes both ways.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So,
Yo,
that's what I feel.
all that
like.
came to my head were inappropriate jokes. Like, yo, I feel you.
That's how I feel
Oh my
about
God.
that.